Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Hope you all are doing well. This is your teacher, Miss Maliha, along with a subject of computer science. Today we will recall our chapter Introduction to Microsoft Excel and its related terms. Let me tell you a very meaningful description of our well-known software, that is Microsoft Excel. It is commonly called as a spreadsheet software because it contains number of rows and columns. We can use this software for different purposes like to create or maintain large amount of data. Several functions and formulas are used to do calculations. Active cell, cell reference, formula bar, cell pointer are some important terms of Microsoft Excel. The current cell or the cell which we select to enter our data is called an active cell. Whenever we select the cells, entire row or entire column in sequence or in continuation is called a cell range. The address of cell can be defined as cell reference. When we combine the row and the column label, which is indicated with letters and numbers like B2, A1, all these are called cell reference. Let's discuss about formula bar and name box. Formula bar is present above the column. It is used to enter different formulas. Don't forget, whenever we need to enter formula, we have to start with an equal sign. And name box helps to show the cell address of worksheet. It displays the cell reference of active cell. Alignment is the overall arrangement of data, whether it is number, text or any symbol. Default alignment for numbers are right alignment and for the text are left alignment. Charts are pictorial representation of data. We can use this feature with the help of Insert tab. There are a variety of charts available to use like pie chart, line graph, bar graph and scatter chart. We can use it according to the requirement of our data. Cell pointer is a mouse pointer which changes to a plus sign when we enter any data. And the intersection of rows and column is called cell. So, we have learned through this chapter that Microsoft Excel is one of the most purposeful software to create and maintain the large amount of data. We can use several features to display data, like different charts are available to use. We can do calculation through inserting formulas. Rows and columns are a part of Microsoft Excel window, which is represented in numbers and letters for recognition. And lastly, we can set different alignment including center alignment, left alignment, right alignment according to requirement and demand of desired data.
Students, we have studied about significant terms of Microsoft Excel. So let's have a look practically. I have this small amount of data in my Excel worksheet in which I have mentioned the different terms, or you can say parts of Microsoft Excel window. As we have discussed in alignments, that by default left alignment is used for the text. These all are text, that's why these are left aligned. As you can see, I have mentioned cell pointer, cell reference, name box, formula bar, active cell alignment, charts and formulas. All these are on left side. Let's talk about the numbers. This is a column with the name of serial number, which I need to mention the serial number. Let's have a look. I'm entering the data 1. Now you can see the numbers are set towards to the right side because that by default alignment for the numbers are right alignments. So this is the difference between the text and the numbers alignments. Let me complete this. If you want to change alignment, you can do it as well. Like for example, if you want to change to the center alignment, you can easily select all the cell and click on this alignment group which is present on home tab, and this is the center alignment. Now see the difference. Now all the text comes at the center, so you can change it that way. It's up to you. Let's move towards to the next term, that are the formula bar, cell and name box charts. Let us start with the formula bar. This is the formula bar and it is above the column. These are the columns, and this is the formula bar which we can use to enter formula. And don't forget, whenever you want to enter formula, you have to start with an equal sign, and you can enter the formula easily in the formula bar as well. Let's talk about the name box. This is the name box which you can, where you can see the cell reference. Cell reference are the name of row and name of column. As you know that the column is represented through the letters like A, B, C, D and so on. These are the column label and these are the column, and A letters are represented in column and rows are represented through the numbers like 1, 2, 3. When we combine it, like for example, if I will select this cell where cell pointer is written, so what it becomes B2. Now you can see B2 over here in the name box. B2 is a cell reference. Let's talk about chart. We can put our data in pictorial form through the charts, and it is very easy to apply. You can quickly go on insert tab, and there is a group of charts, and there are a variety of charts. You can select it according to your own choice. Bar graph, line graph, scattered chart, pie chart, it's up to you. When you click over there, and it appears on your screen, and you can do it according to your own choice and requirement of data. So we have discussed, and what we have discussed about the cell pointer. Cell pointer is a mouse pointer. Now you can see I'm moving the mouse pointer. This plus sign is moving. This plus sign is called a cell pointer. Cell reference is the address. Like for example, I have clicked on this cell, so what it becomes C3. So C3 is a cell reference. Name box, where you can see the cell reference or cell address. Formula bar, that is above the column, we have discussed this. Active cell. What is an active cell? The current cell. For example, I am working on this cell which is surrounded by a green bold border. This is an active cell. You can say the selected cell is called an active cell. Alignments are the arrangement of data we have discussed. We have discussed about the different alignments as well. Charts, that is the pictorial representation, and we can use it through the insert tab. And there are different formula we can use it according to the data. So these are the some important terms of Microsoft Excel. I know you have understand all these things very carefully, and this is all from today's video. Thank you.